Hello everyone, I'm Seth with Exotic Motorsports, and this is our 2018 Audi RS3 2.5T Quattro with 28,671 miles. Front end looks pretty good. It does have some rock chips and a little bit of wear, but nothing out of the ordinary. Pretty standard wear for a 3-year-old car. A few issues across the front lip, but nothing serious. Just a few rock chips here and there. It does have paint protection film on the front portion, so from about here forward is all covered. The hood looks really nice, no issues there. So the film starts here and goes forward. Front of the car looks pretty good. Driver's side front fender looks great, no issues there. Front driver's side wheel looks really good. Very nice stance wheels, 255 35 19s with some 200 tread wear Federal tires. They do look to be a pretty aggressive track compound looking at the tread pattern on them. Carbon fiber mirrors look really nice. Front driver's side door, one small issue there. Otherwise, the rest of the door looks good. We do have actually just a few rock chips down here on the lower portion of the door. There's a few kind of just scattered throughout the bottom. Rear driver's side door, again, does have some rock chips across the bottom of the door pretty consistently. Driver's side rear quarter panel looks good. Rear driver's side wheel looks great, no rash, no issues there. Moving around to the back. Back bumper looks excellent. It does have some scratching on the passenger side, kind of where it curves forward. But that's really it. That's the only issue with the back bumper. Face of the trunk looks really good. The entrance to the trunk looks really good as well. Typically that's a very high wear area, but not on this car. Top of the trunk looks great too. Moving around to the passenger side. Passenger side rear quarter panel looks great, no issues there. Rear passenger wheel, no issues there, looks good. Rear passenger door, no issues there. Well, we've got a little bit of rock chipping there. Front passenger door looks good. Passenger mirror, carbon fiber looks great. Front passenger fender. And this paint looks phenomenal, especially when the sun hits it. All kinds of different colored flakes in there. Looks like some green and some purple. It really comes to life. It looks really good. Front passenger wheel, no issues with that either. Go ahead and walk around the car from a 1-foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. Here at Exotic Motorsports, we do these comprehensive walk around videos to give our out-of-state buyers the confidence and peace of mind they need to purchase a vehicle from us sight unseen if they choose to do so. Walking around a vehicle from a 1-foot distance is a lot more indicative of what you might notice on a day-to-day basis if you were to own the vehicle yourself, and helps separate the larger, more obvious flaws from the smaller, less significant ones, giving you a better, well-rounded perspective of the true condition of the car. I think this is a pretty clean RS3. It looks really good. It does have some rock chips across the front and on the lower portion of the driver's side, but those can easily be fixed. Looking at the interior, we do have some nice Alcantara inserts there. We've got some carbon fiber on the door panels, some red contrast stitching in the leather, some of the harder leather there on the armrest, power folding mirrors, one-touch windows for all 4 doors, Bang & Olufsen premium audio. The seat adjustments are manual though, which is not something I was expecting with this car, but it is more of a track-focused car being in the RS lineup, so that does make sense, saving some weight there. Very nice diamond stitched pattern here in the back with red contrast stitching. It does have red vent surrounds too. I do apologize for the sun flares. Probably going to get quite a few of those. So push button start like I just showed. RS3 startup sequence there. Does take a second for things to boot up. Does have a frameless auto dimming rearview mirror with a compass. Do have a very sizable sunroof. Very nice to have. One of the things that I really love about this car is that it has not just navigation incorporated into the gauge cluster here, but you can actually change what it displays as far as media, date and time, trip info, all kinds of stuff like that. So you can choose what's right in front of you and what's the most important to you at that moment in time, and I think that that's a really valuable driver tool. Here we do have heated seats, dual zone automatic climate control. Do have USB plugins there, very clean cup holders. Very simple button interface for choosing what you want to display. So if you want to go to, let's say, radio, you just press up on this and then it brings up the radio. Very simple. If you want to look at the navigation or the map, just press up and it pops up. It's very simple. Here you have drive select, and that will bring up the menu for what kind of driving mode you want it in, whether you want it in comfort for something quiet and comfortable, smooth, or if you want it in dynamic, if you're trying to take the car around the track, that's best for that. This car is very, very nice on the inside. I really apologize for these sun flares. These are out of control. The interior looks excellent. Very nice seatbelts with red trim on them. They look really good. Those back seats are not huge. This is a very compact car, but I do believe it's enough to fit. So the front seat is adjusted perfectly for what I would consider an everyday driving position. And me being 6'1", my knees do not quite touch the seat there. It's pretty close. My head, I can't quite sit straight up because my head is touching the headliner. But at a very slight angle, I can fit pretty comfortably back here. So it's not, I don't have a ton of room to lounge around and really spread out, but I can ride in the back if I had to. We've also got 2 USB Type A ports back here. So the back is not super spacious. But that is a part of owning a compact sedan. I mean, you can look at the car and know immediately that it's not going to have all the room in the world. And now for my absolute favorite part about this car, the drivetrain. This car is very special. It shares DNA with the TTRS. It has the turbocharged 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine. And although, you know, it sounds like, okay, it's only 5 cylinders, you know, small turbo on it, probably doesn't make that power. You'd be right. It makes about 400 horsepower how it sits. But these cars, if you decide to modify them and put aftermarket parts on them, do tunes, things like that, these cars can be unbelievably fast. And even how it sits stock, the figures that you can read on a spec sheet, or if you Google the car and you see the info, data doesn't really translate to a driving experience. This car feels like an absolute rocket. It is insane. These cars are very, very fast. They have Haldex all-wheel drive. They're not quite the same as the regular Quattro. The all-wheel drive system works a little bit differently, but these cars have a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, making shifts faster than anything else you'll find. And these cars make tons of torque. They're very fast, but it's cool because it's a 5-cylinder too. So if you're just cruising along on the freeway, you actually get really, really good fuel economy. It will get upper 20s if you're just driving the speed limit down the freeway. So you can have a very capable track weapon, a very comfortable daily driver that gets good fuel economy, and maybe you just switch the wheels and tires between track days, and that's really all you have to do. This is a car that's, you know, not really any compromises, unless power seats are a deal breaker for you. But although they are manual seats, they're still heated. Doesn't sound like much of a compromise to me. So that is our 2018 Audi RS3. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.